Video vlog check. I finally arrived here at the TOYCON 2018 at napaka-busy nung aming media registration. So kailangan ko puntahan si Jay.
Gusto ko maganda eh. Nag-usapan na namin toxic masculinity pero hindi ko maiwasan.
Maginaw pa naman. Okay, video vlog check. I'm back here at the TOYCON 2018 Popular Fan Experience Day 2. At ito na, I'm on my way to our HQ. At na-late ako dahil sobrang dami kong ginagawa for the TOYCON. And production lang naman, mga behind the scenes. But the sad part is, na-miss ko yung aming opening at ribbon cutting. Whoops! Kabila pala. Palilito ako eh. Parang daming pintuan. Parang tahimik ka. Eh, mga 50 plus. 50 days, sir. Kasha yun. Okay na yun. Ako na bahala dun.
Kasi wala na tayo, 100 pieces.
100 pieces?
Lang yan.
So, I'm back wearing the brand new TOYCON t-shirt. Finally, thank you kay Quicks for partnering with us. At talagang na-promote namin siya ng mabuti. And also, his toy creation, talagang na-promote din yung TOYCON. Kaya collaboration talaga namin to promote each other. So, costume. So, dahil sa mga konting changes sa mga program namin, so have to check and see what's going on at the whole floor para makita ko na rin yung setup. Kasi ayusin ko yung program for tomorrow kasi may changes na naman. Yon, it's finally working. That was one of our media sponsor, MTV. Hey Jing! Basta? Okay naman.
Oh, we'll just join forces then.
Yeah. I sign on this point. Oh, my phone's broken. Can you take our photo?
So that's NEAL Adams, autograph signing and meeting up with the fans. Talagang very exciting. Sana magpapag-autograph ako bukas. Kasi problema, wala na akong comics. So kailangan ko maghanap ng any item na mayroong artwork ni NEAL Adams. Si Cholo, nagbebenta ng comics. Sige, mata ka sa bato. Oy, you're back here. So we're tambay muna dito sa artist area, comic artist. So let's check it out, yo. Devastator? Transformers Rampage. So lucky. Ito, hindi ko alam. Kasi dapat original parts yung toys. Scratch builds,
Actually ito Gundam po.
Gundam yung body niya.
Ito naman, ayan KO na Devastator.
Devastator.
So okay siya.
Nun! Anong ginagawa ko dun sa...
Bote ng Elmer's glue, baby powder,
Boto ng Joseph's baby powder.
takip ng margarine, takip ng Tupperware, takip ng ice cream, takip ng...
Saya?
Bote ng mineral water.
Metallic blue. So itong original, yung
Original. Takara pa yan.
Takara.
Mukhang plastic.
Plastic. Oh, wala. Ay, ito medyo makintab na parang may chrome na ano siya, no?
Sayang eh, kung nasa akin lang yung susi, buksan natin, miski yung weight nila, magkaiba rin.
Dali, asa?
Sige. Hindi na siya free?
Gusto mo lang, hindi, hanggang 4 ka.
Hanggang 4 lang.
Pagdating ng 4, iikot na sila.
Narampa. First time lang yung sumali dito. Galing husay Mahusay. Sige, tatak nito sa bato. Maybe next year, gawa tayo ng doll fashion show. Kailangan rumampa sila. Talagang fashion show talaga. And Darna. Sino mas malakas sa inyong tatlo? Diba? Tawagin mo yung wind. Diba? Sihipan mo sila. Are you guys from Singapore?
Yeah, Singapore.
Mali gumawa sa sariling t-shirt.
Oh, that's nice,
Yeah.
You're Funko.
She design.
Funko.
She design.
Oh, nice, Funko.
You interview her. We just wear. She design.
That's nice. That's so cute.
Kind of find out where your lane is, and my voice is my voice here. So, thank you guys for digging it.
Voice acting. Can you have some samples of maybe your favorite roles that you have had and recently?
This close to Dante, and we're going to entertain some questions from our
Question ka.
fans out here.
Question.
But like that, this question goes out to Dante Bosco. Early in your career, you had a very unique opportunity to work with Hollywood greats like Dustin Hoffman, Julia Roberts, and of course the great Robin Williams. Is there anything that they were able to teach you to mold you into this actor that you are now? At least, did you take anything from them to get you to where you are right now in your career?
Yeah, thank you for the question. Definitely. I mean, I talked about it yesterday. I spent so much time on the set in the days I wasn't working, just to watch these guys, and it's really working with the masters and sitting there and having the presence of mind to listen. You know, they've all gave me different things. I was sitting next to the camera and I'd watch Spielberg direct, and he would start talking to me about the lenses he's using, why the camera's moving the way it's moving. I'd watch Dustin Hoffman, and he would sit there and break down acting to me and really became my acting coach through the duration of the film. And so it was really working with our master. It was kind of like sitting there. And with Robin, arguably the fastest with the guy who created improv acting for film and television, to see him work, but then also to talk to him about poetry. He was a big Dead Poet Society fan, and just his caring of people. He brought me to the side one day, Robin Williams, and he goes, "Dante, where are you from?" And I go, I'm from San Francisco originally." He goes, no, where's your family from? And he's like, I'm Filipino. He goes, "Oh, my wife is half Filipino. Marsha, his wife at the time, is half Filipino." And he starts talking to me like, you remind me of her father. And what that did to me is, when you're in Hollywood, a lot of times you feel like you're on the outside looking in. There's a big party going on, and you're on the outside looking in, right? And even when you're on the biggest film in Hollywood filming at the time, you're in the cast, you still feel on the outside looking in. And Robin had a way of going, "Nah, man, you belong here with us. You're in the party." And so those dudes profoundly impacted my life. Thank you.
All right.
Actually, I wasn't friends with JDF until he came to set and visited me when I first started shooting. So I grew up watching the Power Rangers. Any Power Ranger fans out here?
Just a few.
Isn't that the coolest thing right there? We got like our own bodyguard crew. So I used to draw pictures of Marvel and DC characters when I was a kid. Yeah, I even have my tats.
Whoa, check
Power
that
Ranger
out.
helmet, yeah. I drew the Power Rangers for my little brother, and then I moved to Hollywood. My first audition was for Power Rangers, and I got the role. And I think it was probably about the second, third week of shooting, I hear that JDF's on set, so I like ran off set, got in trouble too, just to go take a picture with him. But that was the coolest moment of my life because I myself was a Power Ranger fan, and then ended up becoming a Power Ranger. The Time Ranger, the Blue Time Ranger, I didn't, however, get to meet him yet, but I hope to meet him someday. Yeah.
I don't know if you guys missed it, but he actually landed his first audition in Hollywood. You guys don't understand how rare that is.
Yeah, it's, I was modeling at first, and the commercial agency next door, LA Model, said, you should try acting. So they sent me on my first audition for Power Rangers. I worked on the sides for about 2 weeks, went in and beat out 10,000 people and became the Blue Ranger. Yeah.
Did you even have any acting classes?
No acting classes. I grew up with a lot of crazy situations as a child, and my mom used to videotape me too, so I was able to kind of separate myself from the real world and into imaginary world. I have a tattoo here that says imagination is more important than knowledge. Albert Einstein. All right.
Okay, whip out the cameras. Here we go.
Ready? Time for
You know, China White on Arrow is not dead yet. You know, I mean, and then again, even if you do die on Arrow, you can always come back in flashbacks, right? You know, the reason why I was unsure about the voiceover thing is because this is how it happens. You go in, you get called for work, they give you this job under a pseudonym, so you never really know what job you're actually going in for until you get to the booth. And then, you know, me not being super knowledgeable about all the characters in these giant universes, I go in, I work for maybe a few hours, you know, playing some character named Lady Shiva. I don't know who that is, but you know, or I'm doing like a lady that's supposed to sound like a bug on something. You go in, you do a few hours work. A year and a half later, someone comes up to you in a Comic-Con, hands you a DVD of a game, a video game, and says, "Can you sign this?" And you're like, "I don't think I'm in that." Because you don't know what film you're actually working on, or B, 2 years later, you're not going to remember what you did in, you know, 3 hours 2 years ago. So yeah, so oftentimes I do these video games or movies or things like that, and I just don't even remember that I've done them. I know it's terrible. I like the checks. Works so much. I do get the checks.
I know, see?
Ito pala yung bouncer. Tinalo niyo pa si Kuya. Okay, video vlog check. We are here sa media room ng TOYCON. At ito yung mga eksena dito sa loob ng media room. Si Gab, si Red, si Alex and Aaron, mga photographers, sina Mike, sina Lyra, Kirsten, and Mario.
grateful to be here. Thank you so much for the warm welcoming.
Ang masabi ko lang kay HYOLYN is panalo sa TOYCON. Thank you Pop Life, thank you Fanex, thank you mga K-pop fans, TOYCON fans. Ang lupet. Dito mga... Ano sabi mo? HYOLYN!
Ay, pakisama ng signal ko!
Nagpapabata.
Grabe!
Sigaw? Hindi kita natuloy eh. Ayos, sigaw dito. Wow. Oh, ikaw!
What's up? So, tigin ka rin na lang.
Sige.
Ram, bro. The tank one. I'm lining up. You see? I'm lining up. I ain't gonna let this pass.
Magandang citizen. Maybe I take it.
Yeah, oh,
Haba ng pila. So, it's time for me to go home now. And tomorrow is TOYCON Day 3. And marami pa tayong kailangan gawin dahil meron pa kami yung production sa stage. Creator Stage, Pinoy Pop Culture Award, at the TOYCON Cosplay Contest. So, bahala na gang tayo ngayon. And this is the look of TOYCON pagka-closing time na. Check it out, yo. Ayan. So yun, and I'll just see you at the next video vlog adventure. Visit my vlog din, Azrael's Maryland at Blogspot. I'm also vlogging this. So see ya! Bye, Jay! Bye.